live.
Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 96. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, show creator, and I believe a guy who doesn't like Thursdays either, my son Matt.
Did I say publicly that I don't like Thursdays?
Or is it Wednesdays you don't like? We did
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I said Tuesdays. Well, I said Wednesdays. I think you said you liked Wednesdays because it was hump day.
Hump day,
like,
middle of the week.
I was like, Wednesdays still suck.
But how many people woke up this morning, maybe before the alarm, maybe with the alarm, and the first thing you thought of was, is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Oh, God, it's Thursday. You know, you just get that realization first thing.
Yeah.
We have a great show planned for you today. Our goal is simply to start your day in with a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future shows. We are obviously live weekdays here on YouTube, but we're also available on all of your favorite podcast apps, so be sure to check that out. And don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail with your questions, concerns. If you want to do a shout-out, we're thinking about bringing back the birthday feature. If you want to do a shout-out for a happy birthday or a happy anniversary, leave us a voicemail at 774-473-9910. And I also want to point out tomorrow, Feel Good Friday. So if there's something good going on in your life that you want to celebrate, you can call that number and tell the story. Coming up, a very interesting sleep study. We'll see if you agree or disagree. More robots are hitting the streets to deliver food. Mariah Carey responds after a Texas bar bans her Christmas song from the jukebox. And it's the battle of the Sibs again, as we get all four of them together for Friends Trivia. And you can play along, all right? We'd love to have you play along in the chat. So, got all that coming up. I am so excited. Oak Island is back. It was a 2-hour premiere this week.
Whoa. Explain to us, those of us that don't watch, what the hype is.
Doesn't everybody know?
There's probably like maybe 7 people in the world that know.
There's more than that. There is a show on the History Channel called The Mystery of Oak Island or The Hunt for the Treasure on I don't even know the full title. We just call it Oak Island. And it's these two brothers, Rick and Marty Lagina, who read an article in Reader's Digest back in 1968, I think it was, about treasure being on Oak Island up near Halifax, Nova Scotia. So, you know, they read this and studied this all their lives. Well, they went on to have successful careers, I guess. So they had enough money to buy up some property on the island, and they got permission to dig. And they've been digging and searching for treasure for 10 years.
Wow.
We've had 9 I don't know how that works. 10 years, but only 9 seasons. I don't know. We've had 9 seasons of the show, and they're getting close. They are getting close. One thing I do, though, the show's on Tuesday nights at 9. I tape it and watch it Wednesday because there are so many commercials. Plus, the guy's always going, coming up. It's like, the heck with that. So I always tape it and watch it. But my show's back. I'm so psyched. And for those of you who follow these things, holiday drinks arrive at Starbucks today. So I have to make sure Sarah knows that because she likes her holiday fruit drinks from Starbucks. It is Thursday, November 4th. We are 3 days until we change the clocks. 21 days, 3 weeks until Thanksgiving. 46 days until Matt's birthday. 51 days until Christmas. And 58 days until the New Year. We'll have to start talking about Thanksgiving as it gets closer. You know, whether or not you're staying home or traveling. What special foods you like to cook, things like that. Today is National Candy Day. National Candy Day, which surprises me with it being 4 days after Halloween. It's maybe by now the kids have eaten the candy and you need to buy more. It is National Cashback Day. It speaks to the savvy shopper in all of us. It's one big day of exclusive offers that give you the gift of cash back. It's also National Men Make Dinner Day. Men must cook. And, by the way, no grilling is allowed. No grilling is allowed. You can't use the barbecue because a lot of guys master the barbecue, right? But you can't use it today. Men make dinner today by working over the stove or whatever. On the date book, it was on this day in 1879 that James Ritty patented the first cash register. It was to combat stealing by bartenders in his saloon in Dayton, Ohio. Well, that's one reason. On this day in 1968, Wichita Lineman, the 12th album by Glenn Campbell, is released. And I have recently learned about how he was an amazing guitarist. Many other artists would ask Glenn to play on their projects. On this day in 1979, 500 Iranian students seized the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, taking 90 hostages, and that would last for 444 days. On this day in 1980, Ronald Reagan was first elected president. On this day in 1996, the Spice Girls released their debut album. 1997, Shania Twain released her album, Come On Over. In 2001, on this day, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie, premiered, starring Daniel Radcliffe and company. Barack Obama became the first African-American president on this day in 2008, the election. And it was on this day in 2016 that the British TV series The Crown premiered. Still having, I think, a new episode of that by the end of this year? A new season? I'm not sure if it's this year or
are they still making it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They're up to more current day. They're up to Diana, Princess Diana. Mm-hmm. We haven't had the car crash yet, but we've seen the relationship.
Spoilers.
Celebrity birthdays. Walter Cronkite was born on this day in 1916. Loretta Swit from MASH is 84. First Lady Laura Bush, 75. Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, is 60. Jeff Probst from Survivor is 59. Matthew McConaughey is 52. And Sean Combs, otherwise known as Puff Daddy, was it P. Diddy too? Did he go by that? I don't know. He's 52 today. So we have folks checking in this morning?
Yeah, let's see. At first, there was I had some technical difficulties on my end.
I saw you doing something.
There was nobody in the chat, and I was like, there's no way no one would be in the chat. We can always count on our core people, and look at that. Right. They were here. Gail's here. A thoughtful Thursday, everyone. Getting my eye bulbs checked today. That's an interesting...
Eye bulbs?
Interesting way to put it. But good luck. I hope everything's going as planned.
That's right.
Justin said, good morning. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Gary. Excited to play some Friends trivia later. Yes. Be sure to play along.
Yep.
Dana said, morning, gents, vertical coffee. Bring it on. Mm-hmm. Bring it on a little less intensely.
Slowly.
Just
slowly.
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I'm not going to get into it. It's mainly his fault. But yes, Diane's here. Justin said, guys matching again. Coordination is on point.
God, how do we do that? We don't even... I've told you, we don't talk, and we hardly see each other in the morning.
His goal in life is to copy me, so somehow he, knows what I'm going to wear.
It must be an insane ability I have, because I do this with Priscilla, too, and people say, oh, it's because you've been married so long, but we're not married, so...
I guess. Diane said, do you have whiteboards or notepads to write your answers down on? We did.
Notepads?
We did.
Notepads, that's fine.
Yep. And that's it.
All right. By the way, if you missed it yesterday, I know I did this at the end of the show. I do want you to know that I really do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, especially those of you that are here every day. I mean, that's a great commitment. Thank you. Thursday night football tonight, so we need to make a pick. And I think the person at the TV network is probably saying, who the hell scheduled this game? We had the Jets at Indianapolis against the Colts.
So it's funny because Thursday night football games used to be terrible.
They used to
be. And then this year, we've gotten lucky where I think every Thursday night game, Thursday night and Monday night,
have gone down.
Sunday night, all the primetime games have been really good this year.
Go down to the last minute.
This is the first one. I mean, it could be close, but it's not going to be. It's probably not going to be that enjoyable.
The battle of the suck teams here almost. I'll take the Colts, I guess, just because I'm not. Although the Jets they did well last week, right?
Yeah, they got that. Is he technically a rookie quarterback? I mean, it's
his first year.
Yeah, he was from the practice squad, I think. Right. So
I'll go with the Colts, though.
Okay. I mean, I'm a man of my word and my principles, so I have to go with the Colts because I said never vote for the Jets. But I think a part of me wants to vote for the Jets, but I can't do it. So
I hear.
We're both Colts this week.
All right.
Yes.
Random question for today. And by the way, thank you. Yesterday, we got a lot of pictures posted on Facebook. People were posting pictures. We had a lot of the grandchildren in their Halloween costumes, other kids showing up. A lot of pets were featured. So thank you. Our random question today: what food is delicious to eat, but a pain to prepare? What food is delicious to eat, but a pain to prepare? I was telling Matt that I have a beef stroganoff recipe that the family likes, but it's just getting all those ingredients together, and so I don't make it that often. But So for you, what food is delicious to eat? You love it, but it's a pain to prepare. We'll get into that later. In the news, Red Sox Nation has the opportunity to mourn Jerry Remy together. I was surprised by this. The Remy family has invited all who wish to honor Jerry Remy to public visiting hours that take place today. That's going to be a huge crowd.
Yeah.
It goes from 2 to 8 p.m. today at the Mary Catherine Chapel of Brasco and Sons Memorial, which is on Moody Street in Waltham. In lieu of flowers, the Remy family is asking expressions of sympathy be made to his memory at the Mass General Cancer Center in Boston or the Dana-Farber Jimmy Fund. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19, and he won't play in Sunday's game between the Packers and the Chiefs. The Packers will instead start Jordan Love, the 2020 first-round pick, who has only 7 pass attempts in his career to date. Rodgers becomes the latest Packers standout to miss a game due to COVID-19 protocols. All-Pro wide receiver Devontae Adams sat out Thursday's win over Arizona after testing positive, as did fellow wide receiver Alan Lazard, who was ruled a close contact, and also one of the coaches was also tested positive. Netflix is officially launching the first games for their mobile app, which are available on Android devices today and will roll out on Apple devices at a later date. Netflix users will be able to download and play 5 mobile games, including Stranger Games 1984, Stranger Games 3, The Game, Shooting Hoops, Card Blast, and Teeter Up. The games, which are included with Netflix subscriptions, come with no ads, additional fees, or in-app purchases, can be played on multiple devices within the same accounts, and the parental control feature on kids' Netflix profiles will also apply to the game contents. Could have more robots hitting the streets to deliver food. Starship Technologies, what a name for a company. Starship Technologies.
I wonder if Elon's going to be suing them.
Oh, okay.
He has his Starship.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, this company has more than 1,000 delivery robots in their fleet, and hundreds more will be deployed soon. They're delivering food on college campuses, on 20 campuses in the U.S., and 25 more will be added soon. Delivery companies are also jumping into the market. Grubhub recently partnered with a Russian robot maker, Yandex, to deploy 50 robots on the campus of Ohio State. Yeah, they must deliver a lot of food, huh, to those dorms. Robot designs vary. Some of them have 4 wheels, some have 6, but generally they use cameras, sensors, GPS, and sometimes laser scanners so they can navigate sidewalks and even cross streets autonomously. I don't know. There's a robot in the... Oh, is Mom home? Mom's home and Charlie's happy.
Right in time for the robot story. Trish, robots, yay or nay?
Robots. You like robots delivering food? What do you think? Sure.
Okay, sure.
All right.
The correct answer is sure from Trish.
My name's not Trish.
Medications in the hospital.
Oh, they have robots in the hospitals that deliver meds?
So you can get a burger and like an EpiPen at the same time. That sounds like a good deal
nice.
to me.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Kind of creepy though at 2 o'clock in the morning when the hallways are a little darker and you're roaming around. And the robot goes by you.
Well, that's the thing I was going to say. The Stop and Shop near us has a robot.
Mm-hmm. Marty?
They name it Marty?
It's just annoying.
I know. He's annoying because this thing is, at least 5 feet tall. It's like 5 feet tall, and you go to, turn down the soup aisle, and there's Marty. And he's, like, navigating, trying to find his way or whatever, and you're like, do I go around you? How do I get around?
I mean, just show, if you're going to make a robot, make it with manners, That should be the first algorithm.
That's my first, right.
Manners.
Right. So I'm just trying to imagine all of these Martys on our streets delivering food.
That's all I have, man.
You had your cookie. Go with Mom.
The robots in the hospital stop when they sense the motion way down the hall.
Oh, so
Marty
they don't...
comes up to you practically.
Yeah.
So yeah, but wouldn't that cause the robot to do like that awkward thing where like you both go right, you both go left? Now you're just doing it with a robot instead of an awkward person. Charles, I got nothing else, my man.
Sometimes we try to mess up the robot. But,
You might have to take someone here.
Yeah, Charlie, I don't have anything.
We
else
don't have
for
any
us.
more cookies.
Yeah.
So, okay.
He's out of here.
Studio dog Charlie. Nike has filed 7 requests with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office to protect its signature swoosh logo, the MJ Jumpman, and the Just Do It slogan. Now, you might think, haven't they done that already? Well, they're doing this in downloadable virtual goods, namely computer programs featuring footwear, clothing, headwear, eyewear, and bags for use online and in online virtual worlds. The trademark appears to lay the groundwork for Nike-branded apparel to be sold in the metaverse and other digital environments. We talked about Bitcoin yesterday and how I don't understand that.
Did the conversation yesterday help at all?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Yes, it did. But metaverse, I got nothing. And I know you asked me to maybe look up what Mark Zuckerberg said, and I never got to that yesterday. But
so all the pressure's on me, huh?
well, either that or we can put it off. But I just, how can you explain this metaverse to me?
All right, children, gather around, take a seat. This is Matt's story time. I would like to preface this by saying that this is very new, and I myself don't 100% understand it. So if I get any detail wrong, don't roast me. So Mark Zuckerberg came out, and they're rebranding Facebook into Meta, which, as I said, is going to be quite comical when all old people that love Facebook go on their phone and they're like, somebody deleted my Facebook app. All I got is this Meta bullshit. Anyways, so they're making Meta in hopes that this is the precursor to the metaverse, which basically is like the video game Sims or like GTA.
Okay.
But more immersive. You're going into the game with like virtual reality goggles and stuff.
Okay.
So it'll be a digital world that you could exist in.
Okay.
And Mark Zuckerberg's goal, and a lot of tech giants' goal, is this will be like you can go to work in the metaverse. So you can go in and in this game, you'll be at your house, but in this game, you'll be at in a conference room with everyone else that's in the metaverse. And
okay.
You'll be doing it that way. So you'll basically be living in a video game. Now it'll be real, but it'll be like, it won't be like GTA missions.
Is the goal for this
hopefully that would be violent.
Is the goal for this to be a game or to be actually that's how I'm going to go to work?
Life.
That's how I'm going to go to work.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be games involved, but it'll come to, the reason Nike's in this now is because a big thing is like you'll have an avatar, you'll need to buy clothes for your avatar. And so Nike wants to make sure that they're going to get paid for Nike clothing sold in the metaverse.
I'm not actually buying sneakers. I'm buying sneakers for my avatar.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to wear new sneakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which is, on the surface, it sounds cool. It's like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So I can stay home and go to work in this metaverse.
Right.
But when you think of it, it's like the movie WALL-E. When they destroy the planet and they go up in their space cruise ship and everyone has their screens in front of them and they never leave their chair. They never leave. And so everyone's overweight and just very unhealthy. Their bone structure is deteriorating because life is just digital now. So so it's really cool, really scary.
Yeah. Right.
So and there's companies coming out now that have like 360 cameras all around you that will take multiple pictures, and so they'll make your avatar look exactly like you.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. So basically, it's a digital world.
It's probably going to happen.
Probably.
Just a couple of other stories here in the news before I want to get to the sleep study because it's really interesting. The rare corpse plant in California is drawing huge crowds despite its horrid stench. Have you ever heard of this? It is known as the Amorphophallus titanium. The plant started to bloom on Sunday at the San Diego Botanical Gardens. As of Monday morning, all the timed entry tickets had sold out. The rare plant blooms every 5 years, and after 48 hours, it fades. So you got 2 days, and then you got to wait 5 years. During the peak bloom of the corpse plant, it emits a horrible odor of rotting flesh.
Yay.
It attracts beetles and flesh flies that help in its pollination process. But people go to see this thing and smell this thing.
Why?
And a golfer on a course in Mississippi lost his ball to an alligator. The man was golfing in a tournament when his ball ended up near a pond on the 12th hole. And it's kind of a blurry picture because it's from a video, but we have a picture. There he is. I think his name is Wilbur.
It looks fake. Are we sure? I looked it up. It says it's from the video, but like tell me that doesn't look fake.
Yeah.
Is that from Happy Gilmore?
That's right. There was a scene. A gator grabbed his ball in its jaws and carried it back to the pond. By the way, there is a rule for this. The U.S. Golf Association's rules state that such an incident should result in a free drop.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't hit it into the water.
True. Yeah. I had a squirrel run. Nobody believes me. Your mother does not believe me. I had a squirrel run off with my golf ball at the New Bedford Country Club once. I was playing with my friend Mike Martin. And
can he confirm?
He can confirm that it was right in the middle of the fairway, but then as we walked down, it was gone.
Did he see the squirrel?
No.
Okay. Hallucinations.
There were squirrels running around, but we did not see the squirrel with the ball. Mm-hmm. And to this day, your mother just laughs at me. So that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
All right.
Let's talk about getting a good night's sleep.
Please, after that last night, did not get one.
Was it all because of Charlie?
People. It's like 10:30 at night. I'm ready to go to bed.
I'm surprised it took this long for this to come up.
I wasn't going to do it, but I would feel dishonest if we're talking about good sleep, and I don't mention last night.
I guess I ruined your night.
Yeah, just one last YouTube video, and then I'm ready to go to bed. I had like a couple minutes left, and then I would be lights out, snoozing. I was that right point of tired where you know you're going to sleep.
That is so great.
It's not gonna. No one's gonna fight you on this. You're going right to sleep, and all of a sudden my door opens, and Trish is working. He already went to bed.
Yeah.
I for a second I thought that I was about to be murdered. I was like, "Who's in my house?" I had headphones on. I took my headphones off. I was like, he pops his head and he's like, "You want a dog?"
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You said he's whining for you.
He's
you
whining.
Want a dog?
He was at the door and he was whining. So I'm like, well, he's either going to go out, which we'd already done last call. Mm-hmm. I said, he's either got to go out or he wants to see Matt. So I opened the door.
So by default, I'm just going to give him to Matt. And then that way if he has to go out, Matt has to take him out. And then if he doesn't go to sleep, Matt doesn't go to sleep. But my name's Pete and I'm going to go to sleep. Oh. So I'm like, okay. He must have heard the goldfish. I was eating goldfish. He must have heard the box or something. I don't know what it was. But he came in my room. I gave him a goldfish, whatever. We're chilling. And he's laying down. I'm thinking he's ready to go to sleep. My YouTube video ends. I close my computer. I put it down. It lights out. The dude sits right up. I'm like, how does that make sense? He was ready to go to sleep. I turn the light out. He's wide awake. And for the next 30 minutes... he's jumping off my bed. I'm trying to get him back on my bed. I'm trying to get him to settle down. He wants to play. He's got we call it the rips. Yep. I don't know. He's just
I think they
psycho
call
crazy.
The zoomies.
Zooming around my room. And I'm like, bro, it is like 11:30 at this point. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, we're going to bed.
I didn't know
and
that
he wants
was
to play.
On.
I don't know how you didn't hear it. He was like literally on my floor. He was zipping across my room, like full out sprinting. And there I am just trying to chase him half groggy because I just want to go to sleep. And so finally, I get him on my bed. He jumps off again, and he's scratching at the door. So I'm like, all right,
you're going back.
Yeah, Pete said he wanted to see me. Now it looks like he wants to see Pete, so not my problem. So I bring him into his room. Yeah, and away.
No, he laid down. So I thought we were good. Then all of a sudden, he's off the bed over the door.
I heard him jump down, and I heard him doing something. I knew he was probably trying to rip up a carpet. So I was like, okay. So I go in there. And I'm like, I take him. I'm like, he wasn't doing anything about it.
By this time, I'm like half asleep.
I took him. I went in my room, and I at that point, I kind of gave up. I was like, I put all the things that he could rip in my room away, and I was like, do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I'm going to sleep.
So he kept scratching on the door, though. That was the only thing. So I didn't know what he wanted. But finally, I got him to settle down. We're about to go to sleep. And all of a sudden, I hear this guy in the next room.
Yes.
He gets up. He goes, settle down, buddy. And he gets up, and he's like looking, and I hear him go, wait, where'd you go?
I could have sworn he was in my room doing something.
No, he was in my room sleeping at that point. And of course, this guy's like, "Where'd you go, buddy?" And Charlie picks his head up. I'm like, "Don't you dare!" It's like, "We're going to sleep." So I yell through the wall. I'm like, "He's in my room."
Does anybody have any puppy advice? I mean,
so I don't think I got to. Long story short, I don't think I got to bed until like 1 a.m.
Oh. It was that late when he was doing that stuff?
It was because by that point I was sprinting around the room trying to get him. So I'm working up a sweat. I probably lost like 10, 15 pounds.
You do look thinner.
Thank you. No. So, I mean, how do you go to bed after chasing a dog around your room?
If anyone has any puppy advice for,
We don't need puppy advice. We need you to suck it up and take care of him. So some of us can get a good
What could I have done? I mean, he's got the rips at 10 at night. 10:30 at night. What can I do for that?
He didn't, though, until he came in my room.
Okay.
The second he was whining, you were like, "Ha, Matt's problem."
That's not what I said.
That's what it was.
All right. Mm-hmm. Before I get to this, do we have any? Did we get any puppy advice?
Let's see. I saw something about the plant over here. Dana said the corpse plant is vile. They have one at Franklin Park Zoo.
Oh, okay.
Gail said, "Pete, I believe your squirrel stole your golf ball."
Thank you. Thank you very much. I have one.
No. And then something about Marty. Gary says Marty is a creep. Justin said, "Oh, the robots are all over Bridgewater." And he said they're kind of funny though. I like them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that happened like 2 years ago. They had like one or two. The robot. They were like testing it out at Bridgewater.
Right.
And now I guess they're sold. They like them.
All right. So let's talk about sleep. Rule number 1, keep Charlie out of his room. Mm-hmm. According to a new study, just before 3 a.m. is the cutoff point for a good night's sleep or a good sleep. Anything past that is too late.
See, so in terms of what, though? Like no matter when you wake up? Because to me, like 3 a.m., it's like if I go to bed at 1 a.m., I'm still going to be tired.
I guess they're saying if you have to, be like a normal person, get up by 7 or 6:30 or something like that. If anything, 3 o'clock is like, that's it. You're not going to get any good sleep after that.
I guess, yeah.
By the way, we do disagree with some of the things in this, and let me know if you do. People who sleep naked versus the people sleeping in pajamas were more likely to report high-quality sleep, and it's quite a difference. 53% of those naked sleep better, only 27% for those in jammies.
I've heard that before. I don't know why. I don't know what blogs I'm looking up, but I've heard that before. But I live with my parents.
I know, and see, that was my thing. When the kids came along, the jammies came over, or I wear gym shorts to bed myself.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, okay. Those who prefer, now this we disagree with. Those who prefer a warm room reported better sleep than those who like sleeping in a cold room. It's 46% to 23%. I claim bull.
If I'm sweating at all, if there's any perspiration, I'm not getting to sleep.
Yeah.
But if I'm cold, like when you're cold, you can add blankets. When you're hot, you can't do anything about it.
I like to snuggle up with the blankets.
Same.
I just like doing that. And especially like even in the summer, I like having the AC a little cool so I can at least have the sheet pulled up.
If it's hot at all, no sleep is happening.
Does anybody like to sleep in a warm room? I just can't see that happening. The average respondent struggles to fall asleep about 3 nights a week. So last night counted in your 3, I guess.
Well, I think that would have been 4. So it's been a rough week for sleep for some reason. And I feel like I've been bragging on the show about how I don't always have trouble falling asleep. Like,
right.
I'm pretty good at sleeping.
Yeah.
Not this week.
It takes about 26 minutes for the average person to fall asleep after their head hits the pillow. And the average respondent only gets 6 hours and 23 minutes of rest during a typical night.
Wait, say that? An hour and 23? What was it?
6 hours.
Oh, I thought I'm reading chats over here. I thought I said an hour. I was like, wait, then what's the point? At that point, I'm just not sleeping.
The average person is getting 6 hours and 23 minutes of rest during a typical night. I mean, you can look at it that you go to bed and you say, I got 8 hours sleep, but how much of that were you asleep?
Well, because it takes an average of 26 minutes to actually get asleep.
That's right. That's right. And some nights it takes much longer.
And then I'm pretty sure once your alarm goes off, like that's it. Like any additional sleep from you hitting the snooze doesn't count. That's not actually rest.
I would agree.
Because they say it's really not good. Not good to hit.
Not good to hit the snooze. I've read that, but
I would love to break that habit. It's probably never going to happen.
Really? Mm-hmm. When asked what keeps people from falling asleep, worries about personal stuff comes in number one.
Yeah,
worries about personal stuff.
That makes sense.
Followed by being too hot. See, so why do you want to sleep in a warm room?
Yep.
And also people dealing with insomnia, which God bless. I've never had that, and God bless anybody that does. It must be so frustrating.
What is insomnia?
When you can't sleep. You just can't sleep.
I thought that was...
Isn't it?
Is that different from sleep apnea?
Yes.
Okay.
Sleep apnea is usually caused by the oxygen. You're not getting enough oxygen, right? Or something like that.
Gotcha.
So, not feeling tired and worrying about work round out the top 5 that prevent Americans from getting a good 7 or 8 hours of sleep. As far as hot versus cold, preferring to sleep in a hot or cold room tells a lot about you. Here we go.
If you like to sleep in a hot room, you're insane.
Those who prefer a warm room were slightly more likely to consider themselves introverted and were more likely to identify as adventurous and shy, which to me is
a contradiction.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm adventurous, but I'm shy.
And was that a hot room that you said?
Yeah, warm room.
See, but if you're introverted, wouldn't you want to be bundled under blankets?
Good point.
It's a weird study.
Warm room respondents were also more likely to enjoy hobbies like writing and dancing. I don't know how they figured this out. But that's what on the other hand, those who prefer a cold room, which is us, they enjoy hobbies like gardening, which I do.
I don't.
You don't.
No.
And watching TV.
I do. Yeah.
You do.
Okay,
Watch
fair,
videos.
fair.
Yeah. They were also likely to be funny and curious.
Well, that makes sense for one of us.
Or maybe we're a team. You're funny, I'm curious.
I'm curious too.
I know, but I'm always looking for stuff to talk about. And I'm curious about that.
I guess. If you sleep in a warm room, you're more likely to commit murder. Like, you like sleeping in warm rooms.
Any comments on this?
Show me one person. Yeah, let's see. We do have some comments here.
Okay.
Gail said, Matt, I was thinking you look slimmer this morning. Does that mean I looked fat yesterday? What is...
I know. Is that one of those backhanded
what does that
compliments?
mean? Yeah. Let's see. Diane said, my dog sleeps under the covers, curled around my knees. Every night, my new kitten pounces on the dog, wanting to play. Ugh. Yeah. Oscar, our beagle that we had, would do that. He would sleep under the covers.
Under the covers.
In the little knee spot, wherever your knees bent. He
right
was
behind
there.
your knees.
It was very annoying. Let's see. Kat said, I cannot sleep in a warm room because I'm already a warm sleeper to begin with.
True.
Gail said, I love a chilly room to sleep.
Yes, I do too. Does anybody like a warm room?
Diane said the sleeping naked people probably are the ones who like a warm room. Yeah, so I think what we've figured out is the person who wrote this article sleeps naked in a warm room, and so they think that's just superior.
There you go.
I think that's what it was.
And they're adventurous and shy.
Gary said, make my room like an icebox, please. I'd rather be freezing than hot. Yeah.
I agree.
I will say, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think adventurous and shy... I don't think they're really contradictions anymore.
No?
Because, you can go hiking and be shy.
Because you're by yourself.
You're not interacting with it. Just because you're
True.
adventurous doesn't really mean you're interacting with people.
Okay. All
but
right.
I will say shy people typically aren't adventurous. But I don't think they're mutually exclusive.
Okay.
Did I use that phrase properly?
I believe you did. I'm impressed.
Let's see. Dana said the sleep naked study also stated your body temp regulates easier. Dana also said, I sleep with the window open mostly year-round. Okay, so Dana apparently sleeps naked with the window open, which doesn't seem like a great idea, man. Gail said, sometimes your clothes, PJs, etc. can bind or twist and be uncomfortable. The skin suit is the most comfortable.
Okay.
Maybe when I move out, maybe we can try it individually. But like I said, for the time being, clothes on, please.
Okay.
Diane said, who pays for these studies and why? Because idiots like us read them. That's the why, and that's also who pays for it. Us, the idiots that read them.
But I think also probably a lot of the, this, you can probably maybe track this to a betting company like Serta or something,
Probably.
We want details of how people sleep.
Well, because it also works as like a marketing, like mixed in, there's probably one statement somewhere. It's like, naked people prefer Serta mattresses. Like, it feels great on their body. Anyways, Gail said, Matt, you were slimmer from running around with Charlie last night. I wish that was true. Actually, I mean, I'm cool.
Yeah. All right, I got to figure out a way. I think what I need to do is tire him out before bed.
Well, I think
either play with him or take him for another walk right before bed.
Trish takes him for a later walk.
Yeah.
So like you do one right after the show, which is good. But I think maybe one.
Then I do one in the afternoon.
She does it like right around sunset.
Oh, okay.
That's when she does it.
I do one around like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to tire that puppy out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Time for today's fascinating facts.
Let's hear it.
The most requested funeral song in England is by Monty Python. A survey of funeral directors found that the most frequently requested song to play at funerals in the United Kingdom is Always Look on the Bright Side of Life. Monty Python did that in Life of Brian. Was that the movie? It beat out Frank Sinatra's My Way. I think that's cool, though, right? Do you know that song?
Do people play music? Is that a common thing for like music at funerals?
It can be.
I haven't been to a lot of funerals, but I don't. Well,
Yeah,
I guess nice music.
Right. You hear some church music, but during the there can be songs played, and Always Look on the Bright Side. Do I have that right? By Monty Python. Back to today's random question. What food is delicious to eat, but it's a pain to prepare? Now, I don't know if anyone's commented on this yet. Please join us in the chat with your ideas.
I did have at least one. I have to go find it.
Okay. I was thinking about, what about lobster? Oh, not lobster. Lobster's not too difficult, right?
Well, actually, Diane said, if anyone says lobster, I'll show you how to do it. Well, I don't want to brag, but I can steam and break down 8 in under an hour. Fee, 1 lobster. I think that's a fair fee. I do think that's a fair fee.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I've said it before that lobster's overrated. But isn't lobster like it's kind of like an all-day thing, right?
All day?
Like, you gotta...
I
always felt like the cooking process was like an all-day thing.
Oh, no, you can boil it. Just boil it.
I think what I'm thinking about is clams, because you gotta clean.
That's what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
That isn't it a pain to prepare a clam boil? Mm-hmm. But it tastes so good when it's done.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's always so funny too, because there's a lot of manual labor that comes when even when the table is set, it's like, okay, now I gotta shuck the clams. Now I gotta soak them in the broth.
That's a pain for me. It's like, and then, you want to sit down and eat.
But it takes you're sitting there for like 10 minutes shucking in the broth. You're getting your plate ready. Okay. Oh, I think we're good. So you take them out of the broth, you put them on the plate and eat them in 30 seconds. And then you're like, wait a minute.
I got to go do more.
I feel like someone's pranking me right now. Why is there so much work involved? Yeah.
Crazy.
So hit up Diane if you need a lobster chef. She requires 1 lobster, which again I feel like is fair. Just feed her a lobster and she'll be good to go. Dana, which I think this is a good one. Homemade bread. Yes.
Okay. Yep. Putting that all together, the ingredients, and having it rise and all this stuff.
Yeah. I know Trish and Sarah, I think, during the pandemic, just like every other person, was learning how to make bread.
Yep.
And it was delicious, but I remember it did take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So plus, it's tough to I feel like it's tough to slice bread thin like a slice of bread.
Yes.
Is that just me? Like,
well, we
would try and make sandwiches with it.
Right.
And we would, she wouldn't slice it. We would kind of all do it ourselves. And you would end up with a sandwich with like 2 pieces of bread that were like this thick. And you're like, oh, this is delicious, but I can't taste anything else besides the bread.
They have a machine that does it at those bread places,
Yeah, I don't think we'll be buying a machine.
No, we're not buying a machine. No.
Let's see. Dana said lobster cooks 10 minutes from the boil. Yeah, I must have been thinking of clams.
Yeah.
We only had lobsters once. I kind of thought that was a production too, but
it's a production to eat it.
Yeah, that's true. Why is all seafood like there's so much work required?
Yeah, I mean you can't just catch a fish and eat it, right? You have to scale it and all that stuff.
Maybe that's why they say lobster is like a rich person meal. It's because they hire other people to do the dirty work. Yeah. That's what's really expensive. It's not the lobster, it's the labor.
It can be the lobster.
Yeah.
It can be the lobster.
Gary says apple pie. Yeah, slicing up those apples.
Okay, yeah, more preparation.
It's funny, Trish always brings a bowl and the apples out, and she'll do it during football.
Right.
She'll bring it right out to the table.
Sit there and
just watch football and make an apple pie.
Yep.
Abby said, morning, guys. Sorry I'm late. Don't you dare apologize. Don't you dare. People got things going on. You join whenever you want.
There you
You
go.
watch us at 11 p.m. if you want. I'll be awake with Charlie. Just know that. Gail said, since I don't cook, I think bacon is a bit much to cook and clean up all the grease splatters. I love bacon, but usually not enough to want to cook it. Yeah, it is kind of a messy one, too.
I do it in the oven now. Sarah told me about that. I put the bacon on a cookie sheet, and I put it in the oven for 350 for like 20, 25 minutes, and there it is.
Yeah.
I don't have, the smell of bacon all around the house.
It's like you need, if you're cooking it on the stovetop, you need, a welder's mask.
Because that hurts.
Dangerous.
That hurts.
It's dangerous. You're wearing contacts. You could contact, melt into your eye or something. Diane said if you had to slaughter a cow so you could have a steak that night, it would probably be more difficult than seafood. You know what? You're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah.
It would definitely be more difficult. I don't prefer to slaughter the cows before I eat steak, personally. I don't know if anyone does.
And never name your food, I heard,
Yeah, you don't want to get emotionally attached to
it. Gets too hard.
your saltine.
Right.
Yeah.
Saltine.
And that's it.
All right. I want to get to the story about Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey fired back after a bar in Dallas banned her holiday hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You. A sign was placed on the jukebox in the bar that reads, "The song will be skipped if played before December 1st. And after December 1st, the song is only allowed once a night."
Wow.
The photo of the bar sign went even more viral after one Twitter user reposted it with the caption, "Is this the war on Christmas I keep hearing about?"
I think so.
Now, they did talk to the bar owner, and they said it drives the staff crazy if they're hearing this song over and over again. The version of the post made its way to Mariah, who posted an image of herself dressed for battle in armor amid flames.
I mean, that's the part of working in a place that plays music, though. If you work in a mall at Christmas time, you're hearing each song 4 or 5 times a shift. Yeah. That's part of the job.
And I used to ask my daughter Kat. I don't think I did it with you, but I used to ask Kat, "All right, what song is it this year?" Because every year it would seem there was one song that just came over and over again.
Yeah.
Right?
What's funny is I feel like Justin Bieber's Mistletoe is the new Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas.
Okay.
It's the song that gets overplayed. At Christmas. I mean, it's a great song.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I'm okay with bumping it over and over again.
Mariah then posted a video of herself in her glitteriest holiday garb, smashing jack-o'-lanterns with a candy cane bat to let people know that it's time to Noel to the nines. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we get to the Battle of the Sibs?
We should.
All right.
We should.
Last time we did the battle, it was Disney trivia, which we're probably going to do again because there's just so much Disney trivia.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we couldn't arrange Doug to be part of it, so we got them all together now. And I do want to suggest that you play along. If you think you know some good friends trivia, feel free to put your answers in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. But here we go with the Sibs. All right, Battle of the Sibs is back, and we have all 4 of them together today.
We do.
Yeah,
and on Zoom. You get to see their faces.
Yes. And now what are we playing, teams here, Sarah? You got a little help? Who's going to walk away with your paper there to give answers? Right. All right, this week it is Friends Trivia, and we got all 4 of them here. You all are fans of Friends.
We are.
Kat was telling me you watched it during the pandemic, so I don't know if she's got an advantage, guys. We'll see.
No sports, so Josh and I just watched it every single night during COVID.
Doug's my sleeper. I think Doug's going to somehow come out with this because I feel like Doug watches a lot of those TV shows before bed.
I don't want to give anything away right now.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we have Kat joining us from Dartmouth. We have Sarah and Doug from Virginia Beach. And, of course, Matt's here.
Matt from his parents' house.
From your parents' house. I have 10 questions about Friends. I will ask you a question. Don't say your answer, but write it down on that piece of paper. You can let me know when you're locked in or ready to go. And, Liam, you got this? And then we'll have the answers.
Stealing my pen and paper.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. How many seasons of Friends are there? How many seasons were there? Was it on 4 or 5?
Why is that? It took me a minute to actually. And for some reason, I still feel wrong.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Ready.
Sarah, who's top left on my screen. Sarah says 10. Doug, what do you have?
I have 10.
Kat?
I don't have a fancy paper like them, but I had 10.
10. And Matt?
Mine is even less fancy. I don't even think you can. I'm too far away from the camera. It says 10. It says 10.
Hey, 1 point for everybody.
Oh, you were showing his too. You missed it.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, a high five. I love it.
Did he have the right answer?
Question number...
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. Joey played Dr. Drake Ramoray on... Okay, what did I do?
You're showing that you.
It's Ramore.
For everyone that's not watching, that's now watching. Dad has never seen Friends.
No, I've seen a few episodes.
So he's asking these questions with no Friends knowledge. It's Drake Ramore.
Drake Ramoray?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anyways.
Joey played Dr. Drake Ramoray.
Thank you.
On which soap opera show? What show was it?
I got it.
Sorry, guys. I've only seen a few
Oh
episodes.
my God, what is the name of it?
I'm ready.
Oh, I got
Doug's
it.
ready?
Sarah does not look confident. I'm just going to show my answers to Dad because I don't think you guys can see it.
Okay.
Now, so.
Yep. We all set?
Yeah.
Sarah? Okay. Matt, what do you have?
I have Days of Our Lives.
Doug, what do you have?
I have Days of Our Lives. Oh, let me show you. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on.
Kat?
Can you see it? There we go.
Yeah, I got it.
Days of Our Lives.
And
Liam
Sarah?
Shelmar.
Liam? Can you tell me when?
That looks like Pete handwriting.
Days of Our Lives. You all got another point.
I don't know. You put a question mark at the end, though.
Okay.
It's not, that's not in the name.
With a question mark?
So, are you keeping score, by
Yes,
the way?
yes.
Okay, so 2 points for everybody. Question number 3.
I'm writing my score down on my
I'll have
thing.
1.5.
One and a
One
half.
Okay.
Question number 3. Rachel got a job with which company in Paris?
Ooh.
Rachel got a job with which company in Paris? All right, so Doug seems to go right to it.
I'm not confident.
You're
in
not
this.
confident?
Hey, we're not losing any points for spelling, are we?
No.
Only if Liam spells it right and you don't.
Liam, what's your answer? I love it. I love it. That's super.
What is that, a grocery list or something?
All right, we all set?
I think it's a to-do list.
All right, Kat, what do you have? We'll go. Oh, Kat, are you done?
Yeah, but now I know it's wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I'm right.
I don't think I'm right. I put Ralph Lauren.
Doug
Ralph
has a
Lauren.
big old smile on his face.
Okay.
I put the same thing as Kat.
Ralph
That
Lauren.
might have been because of the background people here.
Sarah, what did you have?
I have Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. And Doug, what do you have?
I also have Louis Vuitton, but I have no idea if that is the proper spelling.
Raise it up. No, it's not.
It just doesn't
but,
look right. I don't know what the correct spelling is, but that doesn't look right.
The correct spelling is Vuitton, and it is Louis Vuitton.
Damn.
Ralph Lauren was the middle. Like, that was her first job in fashion.
That was my guess because I figured maybe they set up a job for her in Paris.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Question number 4. What was the occupation of Rachel's fiance, Barry Farber?
Oh,
Oh, got this.
Oh,
What did he do for work? Is that a really easy one?
kind of, but I don't know. We'll see.
So the dude's name was Ramore. Okay, I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody set? All right, Matt, what do you have?
I have orthodontist.
Orthodontist. Sarah, what do you have?
I just have a dentist.
Dentist.
Ooh.
Okay. Kat, what do you have?
Orthodontist.
And Doug.
I have orthodontist.
Orthodontist. The correct answer is orthodontist.
Sorry, Sarah.
Bye, Sarah.
A dentist and an orthodontist are not the same thing.
Question number 5. We're doing Friends trivia. It's the Battle of the Sibs. Which Sprouse brother played Ross's son, Ben? Which Sprouse brother?
They didn't both do it?
I mean,
Wait, I thought that's what twins do.
50-50 shot, so
So, so this is like the guys from The Secret Life of Zach and Cody, if you're not a Friends fan.
the sweet life of Zach and Cody, not secret.
Did you say secret?
I did, didn't I?
Liam's got it already.
Liam, way to go, buddy.
Good job, bud.
We all set?
I hate to break it to
We're good.
He's gotten 0 points.
All right, Doug, what do you have?
I'm going with Cole Sprouse.
Cole Sprouse. Kat, what do you say?
I put Cole.
Cole. Sarah, what do you have?
Child labor laws. I have both.
You have both?
I put Cole.
And you put Cole. The correct answer is Cole. Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
I understand your thinking, though, Sarah, that kids can only have so many hours on camera.
Doug is in the lead. He hasn't missed.
Well, Sarah was also probably thinking, because on Full House, didn't both of the
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
the Olsen
Mary
twins
Kate.
play?
Olsen twins.
They did, and I think both of them were in Big Daddy.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
think
right.
it was
Because
just
I was
Cole.
also thinking both, but
All right, so how are we with scores?
Doug's leading with 5. He hasn't missed one. Me and Kat have 4. Sarah has 3.
Okay.
And a half.
3.5.
Well,
And a half.
if
yeah.
we're going with the half, it's 2.5. I gave you the benefit of the doubt with 3.
I did see this episode. Question number 6. Who pees on Monica after she is stung by a jellyfish? Who peed on Monica after she was stung by a jellyfish?
I think I got it.
We need like music here.
I know. Jeopardy music or something.
Liam, sing us
I don't know how I feel.
the Toes song again.
Yeah.
Doug looks nervous on this one.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Oh, really?
Ooh, Doug
I
looks
feel
nervous.
very confident.
Yeah.
You know as soon as you
All right, I'm ready though.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, Matt, what do you have?
Chandler.
You have Chandler. Kat, what do you have?
Chandler.
Chandler. Sarah.
Joey.
Ooh.
Joey and Doug.
I have Chandler.
Ah.
Yeah, I
correct
thought we
answer is
had him this
Chandler.
time.
See, the reason I was very confident is because I knew Joey said, "That's right, I stepped up."
Well, see, I was thinking about that scene.
But then he got stage fright, and so Chandler had to do it.
But see, you would think
I haven't watched
Chandler would
Friends
get
in
stage
years.
fright.
What was that? You haven't watched Friends in years?
No.
Didn't you say you thought Doug would be the sleeper? So
Yeah.
let's see. Question number 7. What is the name of Phoebe's twin sister?
Oh, got it.
What is the name of Phoebe's twin sister?
Spelling doesn't count, right?
No,
I feel
no.
like I got this.
Yeah.
Liam, what do you have?
Are you locked in, Sarah?
Yes, I'm cheating off Liam's
I
paper.
was going to
All
say
right.
Sarah's cheating.
Sarah, what do you have?
Ursula.
Ursula. Kat?
I spelt it wrong, but Ursula.
Close.
Well, close. Doug?
Ursula.
And good spelling.
I had the
And-
same.
All
Ursula.
right. It is Ursula. Y'all got that one right. Congratulations. All right, number 8. Brad Pitt and David Schwimmer's characters co-founded what club in high school? Brad Pitt and David Schwimmer's characters co-founded what club in high school?
Do I need to know the name of the club or can I say like what they did?
Oh, that's... I need my co-host here.
I
What is
don't-
your feeling on that?
I don't know because I
Yeah.
also don't know the answer.
You also don't know the answer?
Yeah.
How
Who is
do-
it? It's Brad Pitt and David Schwimmers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is right.
Does anybody know the name of the club, or do you all agree that we'll just go? You know the name.
I have
I
a
know the name of the club.
I have a guess, but like I don't think it might be way off.
Well, let's go to Doug first. What do you have?
Well,
Wait,
for
I
Brad
haven't written
Pitt,
mine down
they
yet.
were-
Wait,
All right, Sarah hasn't written it down. You're going to have to compose some thinking music.
Yeah.
Who started writing a book over there?
That's what I used to call it on the radio. I had a button on my computer that was called thinking music, and it was just I can't describe it, but it was
It made you think.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
made
it's
you think.
cheating.
Sarah, do you have an answer?
Sarah, you have a cotton ball in your ear. I'm just kidding.
That's her earbud.
I know.
And she fell for it.
You have what?
The I Hate Rachel Green Club.
Okay, Doug, what do you have?
The I Hate Rachel Green Club.
Kat, what did you write down?
I am so far off, so we're just gonna skip me.
I also
Oh.
wrote the I Hate Rachel Green Club.
That was the name of the club, the I Hate Rachel Green
I
Club.
couldn't remember because why did Ross join the club? Ross was obsessed with her.
I think wasn't him and Brad Pitt's character. They were like really good friends, and it was just that age where
You do what your friends do?
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, so who
Yeah.
got it right? Sarah, me. and
Sarah, Doug, and you. Kat, what did you write? Come on.
Right.
Come on, Kat, what-
right.
Remember when he was playing the electric piano?
Yes.
The electric keyboard thing? I thought the two of them made like a club that nobody joined.
Okay. All right.
That was a fair guess.
That's a good guess.
Or an incorrect one.
Question number 9. Who was Joey's imaginary childhood friend? Who was Joey's imaginary childhood friend?
Name is similar to another name.
Why does Doug know these answers so quick?
I did stay with Doug for a few months, and it's like every day after work, friends would go on just while he ate lunch.
Say the question one more time.
Who was Joey's imaginary childhood friend? I didn't realize this one would be that tough for you. I'm sorry.
I'm not even remotely thinking of, and like nothing is coming to mind.
Sarah, what's the joke?
I think my answer is so wrong. I think that it's pretty funny.
Okay. Anybody ready?
No.
I'm ready.
I'm just going to do my trivia strategy.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
Kat,
Doug
you
should
okay?
go first because he's so confident.
Yeah. Doug should go first.
All right, Doug, his name?
Name of Joey's imaginary friend,
Yes.
Maurice.
Maurice. Okay. Kat?
I put Hugsy, but that's his penguin.
Hugsy, his God, the things these guys know. Sarah, what did you write? Maybe we should have Liam read it.
Can I see it?
We just hold it up.
A penguin.
A penguin Pasquale. And Matt.
I put Steve.
Steve,
That's
why
just
not?
my go-to name when I don't know it.
The correct answer is Maurice.
Wait.
You know this, Doug.
Wait, what? No, okay. No, I'm stupid. I thought that was the monkey's name, but then I remembered the monkey's name.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. The name.
Okay, yeah.
I don't have a question about the monkey, so if you'd like
Well,
to.
I know that name. Can you make it a question?
Can you change the last question, please?
His name? Okay.
Well, no, this needs to be a question that Doug doesn't know. If Doug gets this, he's gotten all of them
I don't
right.
know. Question number 10 is Phoebe.
Oh, my God.
Sarah, we've lost Sarah.
I just like how Liam's unfazed. Like, doesn't think his mom is funny at all.
Well,
Question
Liam
number-
can't hear the conversation
Oh,
because I have my headphone in. But Liam's also accepted the fact that his mom is super weird.
Yeah,
so
probably.
you're saying if he could hear the conversation, if he would get the joke if he heard it.
Charlie wants to play, so can I go back to question 1? Okay. Number 10, Phoebe attempts to teach Joey what language? Easy.
Got it.
Too easy?
I think so.
All right.
All the memes during COVID.
Yeah.
Are we good? All right. Matt, what do you have?
French.
Sarah, how about you? She's
French.
crying over there. French. Kat.
I'm sorry, that says a penguin.
Oh, French.
And Doug?
French.
French. The answer is
even-
French, and
I
you
even
were
know
right.
the saying.
What's that?
I even know what she's trying to teach him, which everybody is making a meme out of it now.
What's that?
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Le boubou.
Oh, yeah.
Je m'appelle. Les boubou.
Doug won French trivia. Am I right?
Doug didn't miss a single question.
Yay!
That's ridiculous. But Doug
Sarah, you and
gets
me
the
are on the same
applause.
wavelength with the penguin now.
I got to say, well, give me the standings. Who came in what?
Oh, Doug came in first. I came in second. Kat came in third. Sarah came in last.
Well, we should boost her up for the Pasquale answer, I think.
I guess.
I guess.
But I had the right name of the penguin.
That's true.
Thank you all for making time to play the Battle of the Sibs, won by Doug this week.
Friends trivia. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, like you guys said, so Friends is our go-to TV show when we need some noise on while we're falling asleep. And this isn't the first time we've done trivia for Friends. On the cruise that we went on, we answered 19 out of 20 questions or 21 questions. We got 19 out of 20 right.
So I believe what you're saying is you cheat.
Hey, you're an expert, so you should not be on the
We'll
show.
have to find a show he doesn't watch that much.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Who won
Actually,
Disney
Our
Trivia?
go-to show in this household.
I think Sarah won Disney trivia.
Sarah, did you win Disney Trivia last time?
I won.
Yes.
I won.
By one. And we're sorry, Doug, we did not have a chance to coordinate your schedule for Disney Trivia.
But there'll be Disney trivia again.
But we'll do it. There's plenty of Disney questions.
There's thousands.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. So we've got Doug and Gary got every question right.
Yeah, Gary.
Correct?
I was watching Gary play the whole time. That was phenomenal.
Way to go, Gary. I guess you were excited about Friends Trivia. So we want to thank them for all making time. We coordinated them all together. I think it was last night. So it was good to have everybody there. So did we get any interesting chats here? Somebody thought, was it Diane thought Liam was the winner, right?
Yeah.
Liam should win.
Gloria also said Liam is stealing the show. He really was. I didn't notice it because, I was busy competing. I'm a competitor, and I focus on the game. But rewatching that, Liam was Liam stole the show. Yeah.
That'll do it for today. Hopefully we started your day off on a good note because that is always our goal. If you enjoy what we do here, we ask that you hit the like button and subscribe so that you won't miss any future shows. We're live weekdays here on YouTube, but we're also available on all of your favorite podcast apps, so be sure to check that out. Don't forget, you can leave us a voicemail if you have any Feel Good Friday stories, or if you have any questions, comments, birthdays, shout-outs for anniversaries. The number is 774-473-9910. We leave you with the thought for the day. Our thought today is, there are people less qualified than you doing the things that you want to do simply because they believe in themselves. Period. No matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.